Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. How are you all doing? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling airy. Yes, festive fun is here, and we've got some juicy, intuitive gems right here for you. We're exploring their blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. So get your tea, get your juice, because we are going to get into it. Ooh la la. Guarantee. T-Sippers, guarantee. T-Sippers, guarantee. Welcome, T-Sippers. Yeah. So, big up every time. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, for pile 1, we have the message that came through from the Hidden Oracle, I believe. I wish things could be different. So, we're going to explore and see who is trying to come through in today's read. Okay, for pile 1. For pile 2, we have several messages that came through. We're going to just show you the first one. I want to be more than friends. Who could this be? We're going to explore in more detail for pile 2. Okay? Ooh la la. For pile 2. And for pile 3, we have the message, my life is not as together as it seems. Who could this be? So, have a look. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So go to the number that is calling you as we gather the juicy, intuitive gems that want to come through. And if you are new here, big up every time. Welcome to Wagwan Tarantee, and welcome, much love and welcome from your favorite Jamaican auntie, Auntie T. So big up, darling. Big up every time. And to our subscribers, drum roll, please. Hey, big up every time to the intuitive tea sippers. Yay! Hey, big up every time. Apologies, we've had a bit of a delay with uploading the videos. We've got Mercury retrograde, and we feel like it might be kind of slowing down things. It does have a way of impacting technology. So we're not going to let that stop we're not going to let that stop we at all. We've got some juicy messages coming through. So do have in store, rewind that back. We have so much in store for you. And as part of our reads, we're going to be using a Christmas festive tarot as well as part of our clarification. So I hope you are nice and comfortable, okay, because we are in for a juicy one, okay, and we'll see you on the other side. And if you haven't done so, please like, okay, smash that like button. You only need to do it once, and it's a free thing just to help us and help, our community grow and grow. So big up yourselves every time. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment down below, okay. We'll see you on the other side, and Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. So we're on pile 1 and we're exploring blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. So big up every time. We are exploring these juicy, intuitive gems that want to come through. We're exploring who could this be. I wish things could be different. I wish things could be different. So we're going to explore and see who wants to come through in pile 1. Now, the energy of 1 does come through in the reads. 1 can represent the energy of reconciliation. It can represent the energy of new beginnings, new start, new opportunities, maybe hoping that new energy can then come into the connection. So we're going to see, okay, what wants to come through. We are also currently in the energy of Mercury retrograde, and we do tend to emphasize that because from time to time, it can also have a great impact on connection, okay? And the energy is all about kind of like fragments with communication, or in terms of wanting communication, reconciliation of communication, breaking those barriers, okay? But it's also being mindful, always trust your intuition and use your discernment to let that guide you, okay? If this is something that's right for you, always, okay? So big up yourselves every time. And if you are new here, big up to our subscribers. Big up, big up, big up, because you don't know the don't know. Welcome to the community, okay? I am Auntie T, okay? The hostess with the mostest, okay? We got festive fun around here, baby. We're going to have some nice, juicy gems, intuitive gems come through. So if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Let us know what you are sipping on. I'm sipping on some raspberry tea, okay, some cold raspberry tea. So let us know what you are sipping on. Put it in the comments down below, or let us know where you are watching from, which part of the world you are watching. Okay, we always like to know if Australia's in the house, Asians in the house, UK's in the house, India's in the house, US in the house, okay, Canada's in the house, Jamaica's in the house, the Caribbean's in the house. We just love to just, you know, see Wagwan. So big up. And if you are new here, Wagwan is Jamaican Patois, and it simply means what is going on, and that's what we are doing. We're going to use a combination of Jamaican proverbs, the tarot, oracle cards, whatever we feel intuitively drawn to pull, okay? We are going to explore, okay? We are going to explore. So let's get cracking. Let's get in. Let's get tucked in, because we've got some juicy gems to explore. I wish things could be different. Who could this be? Who could this be? And this is the energy that really is like wants to come through. Who could this be? Okay. So we're gonna start with the tarot. Let's start with the tarot. Let's see what wants to come through for pile 1. Who could this be for pile 1? Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. Ooh, something's trying to come through. We're going to shuffle again, but we have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Emperor in the reverse. Now, the Emperor in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles being together, this feels like it's someone who has been talked about. It feels like maybe someone has felt like, wow, we've seen a massive like change in this person. We have phones popping off as well. When we get that, that's also giving us, it's a way of how I connect with those little signs or synchronicities to say that there are definitely some juicy gems here. It feels like someone is being talked about. Maybe they've noticed that this person has changed, or there has been a change in their appearance. It feels also something like they are wondering what's going on between you and this person. Perhaps this person doesn't seem themselves usually, okay? Perhaps they've it could also be they may have been a bit abrupt, and maybe they've just noticed their behavior just seems a bit off. Maybe it feels very much like there could be a lot on their mind. But we're going to shuffle again, okay? So, Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. That's what we're exploring today. And at Wagwan Tarot, another way that I connect with those downloads that come through, I use, ooh, look at this. We've got family energy with the 10 of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. Another phone, the phone's popping off again. Okay, King of Swords. There's an energy of someone looking at and seeing things, having insight. Okay, wishing things could be different. Could that be? Could it be someone? Perhaps it could also be a past energy, someone who's trying to reappear in you, in your energy, or wants to reappear in their energy. Maybe it could be someone who's looking back and thinking, you know what, I should have chose you. I should have picked you. It's you I wanted. There's an energy of wanting to marry you. It should have been you. It could be someone who is currently in something, but still feels it's you that they want. We did have this energy come through lately in the last couple, and I've just seen. I don't know if you saw it. I just saw the Three of Cups. I just saw the Three of Cups. I saw the Three of Cups. It may reappear. It may reappear, but it feels very much like there's an energy of someone looking back. Again, we are in that time of year where there can be this energy of reminiscing, looking back. Okay, we are also approaching the end of 2024. Again, the reads are timeless, but as we approach the end of a year and start of a new, it can bring a lot of reflection energy, looking back. Okay, the song that's coming through is the energy, the song Take That. Take That. Okay, whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good. Someone feels left out. Someone feels like they are left out in the cold. They want more. There's an energy of the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords representing the energy of wanting to be honest. Put all of, let's say what's coming through is put all their dirty linen out there to say how they truly feel. Be honest with you. And look what we have here. We have the Queen of Wands. Perhaps that's how they see you. Perhaps they are quite intimidated by your current energy right now. Perhaps you are looking good. You are looking good. You are looking fly. You are looking sexy. You are looking some type of way that's making them feel like, wow, how do I approach them? How do I approach this? Because we've got this energy of them feeling like this is the energy that's going on. It's like they feel like you are in there, inside this building, and they've got to try and work their way to come towards you. Because look what we have also, the Empress. So they see you as the Empress, that they want healing, with the Star energy being here. The Star card is representing that energy of wanting something to repair. Again, that song that came through by Take That, want you back for good. Whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. Whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. I want you back for good. I wish things could be different. Okay, so far from what we're seeing, we see a lot of energy of healing, wanting to repair things, with the Five of Wands being here. Perhaps the Five of Wands could be representing the energy of wanting to rebuild, wanting to work things out. Perhaps they could also be wondering if there is somebody else. Maybe you have moved on. There's somebody else that has tickled your fancy. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier about signs and synchronicities, a way of how I connect with them is I do a little singing. Okay, now in Jamaican culture, woy is a way of kind of like, it's equivalent to oh my gosh, and it can be used just like how oh my gosh is, okay, but it might be said in different ways, like whoa woy. Okay, so I like to do it in a singing way. So if from time to time you may hear that. Okay, all right, darling. So from what we can see with the tarot, we see a lot of energy of like some messages wanting to come through but not sure how to go about it. We see the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's an energy here of, is this a possibility? Can the two of us reunite? Can the two of us patch things up? We have that King of Swords of like someone it feels like someone is also trying to make peace with whether this can be something that could be repaired or whether it can't, because we see the star card. This is an energy of wanting things to heal between you, and look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an energy of hoping that there could be an offer, there could be a proposal of some sort, or it could be even that what they fantasize, what they truly desire. If the opportunity, again with that Wheel of Fortune being there, if they had the opportunity to do things differently, what would they do? And let's have a look. We're going to bring out our Christmas tarot. Okay, let's see. If they could have the opportunity to do things differently, what would they do? What would they do if they had the opportunity? Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. If they had the opportunity to do something differently, what would they do? What would they do if they had the opportunity to do things differently? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is that energy of contemplation, looking back. It feels like this is the energy that wants to come through. The Seven of Pentacles is representing that energy of looking back at all the good, the qualities, you know, the triumphs, the challenges between you two, and repair things, grow things together, work together. Looking at the red and the orangey red and the green, perhaps there could be a strong fire and earth energy between you two, or two of you could be maybe one of you could be a fire energy or an earth energy, because we've seen a lot of earth energy, the earth being pentacles, as well as the fire energy representing the wands. Okay, the wand suit. Now we have also seen the King of Swords, and haven't seen any water yet. We did the energy of the Three of Cups. As I said, I saw the Three of Cups. So it could be any sign, but it feels very much like there's a strong earth energy and there's a strong fire energy, which is understandable, because if we are looking at which things could be different, the fire energy could be representing right now that desire to want to move, to get that, take that confidence from the sacral chakra located in the stomach region. Okay, just under the stomach region, or let's scratch that. It's located in the sexual reproductive region. Okay, the sacral chakra is located in the stomach region. So they could be wanting right now, just so I can make sure you understand what I'm saying. Okay, we'll just look for solar plexus. Okay, stomach region. Okay, sacral chakra, sexual reproductive region. That represents the energy of creativity, you know, that mojo to get up and move, to go and do something, to create, to produce. The solar plexus represents the energy of confidence, okay, self-esteem. So we could say that both of these energies are quite rampant, okay, right now. That desire to go and move, that desire to go and do things. But we also have that earth energy, okay, that the earth energy, which is all about groundedness. So we could put that, you know, associate that as well with the root chakra. Okay, the root chakra is like representing the energy of our upbringing, our values, our attitudes. Okay, so really kind of connecting with the energy to kind of stay grounded, connect, focus on what it is that you truly want and you truly desire, but also then speaking it into existence with the throat chakra. Okay, so really talking it out and saying what it is that you want to do, and then you know, also connecting with the crown chakra, so our ability to think, as well as our third eye chakra, which is about our intuition, just really trusting ourselves. And more importantly, we can't forget the heart chakra. Okay, just self-explanatory, located in the heart area, just to express and to give and receive love. So it seems like there has been some blockages here when it comes to showing, expressing. Okay, perhaps what we see, there seems to be a lot of like money energy, a lot of material energy, okay, a lot of doing energy. It feels perhaps maybe in the past this person may have relied heavily on showing or showering of gifts. Maybe they may have relied heavily on trying to look the part, but then when it comes to doing, okay, as they say, don't watch my words, but watch my actions, okay? It feels very much when it comes to action in matters of the heart, that's where this person may have been lacking. And they now have the insight with the King of Swords that they need to move differently if this is what they want to bring into their life. Now that I said going back, I said Three of Cups. It's actually the Three of Swords we saw, but we saw the heart. Okay, but it feels very much like saying the Three of Cups wasn't by accident. The Three of Cups, perhaps if there could have been a third party here. Now, the reason why I feel like there could have been a third party here for Pile 1, it's that energy of the Five of Wands. If we look at that Five of Wands, perhaps it could have been an energy of prioritizing other situations. Perhaps there could have been somebody in the circle that maybe you might have not been too keen on. Because again, we saw the Three of Pentacles, which was saying that there could be some talking. There could be some kind of like seeking guidance or about something. Perhaps they've noticed this person, or this person may have now regretted that they listened, didn't trust themselves. Okay. Is there anything else? But now wants and hopes that things can grow. We have the Devil at the front, and we have the King of Cups. So we see two kings now. The King of Cups wanting to come forward and express their love. The Devil, which is kind of telling us that perhaps old habits that have died hard, perhaps not trusting themselves. Perhaps there may have been an energy of like needing to mature here. This person needing to trust himself instead of just constantly. It could have been also it feels like maybe this person may have allowed others to kind of dictate the connection, the union that they had with you, and because it feels very much like there's been a frustration here. Because look what we have also. We have the Moon. The Moon here. The Moon represents this energy of some really deep, hidden energy, some deep thoughts, holding them back. This is the water energy now coming through. Deep in their feelings, okay? Perhaps this person may have used drink, okay, or any kind of addictive substances. We have to keep it clean and classy, but you know, there may have been some things here that's caused this judgment energy, okay? They want to come towards you, but look at do you see the Devil energy again here? They've really got to be clear with what it is that they want when they come towards you. And are they willing to make those changes? Are they willing to prioritize this connection? Okay. So we'll keep that here for now, just so you can see. Let's pull out a Jamaican proverb and let's see what message you need to see right now. Okay. Let's see what message you need to see. Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. Their exact thoughts and feelings. Ooh, we have the finger never say to look here. The finger said to look beyond. Look beyond. Don't look just here. Look beyond. Now, if you go back to the King of Swords, we said that there's like an energy of foresight now. There's an energy of like seeing things from a different perspective. Okay. Insight. The Jamaican proverb here. Okay. I'm going to say it in the Jamaican style. Okay. The finger never say look here. It never say look here. It say look yonder. You hear that? You just put a little power, a little bit of strength, hey, into saying it, okay? But the finger never say look here. The finger say look beyond, meaning don't just look in the you can't see. If you're in a situation, you can only see from those parameters. You have to now come out and see the bigger picture, and this This, if you look at what's going on around with the King of Swords, the King of Swords now has kind of taken himself and say, you know what, I need to have a very wide view of seeing things. This feels like this person may be seeing the type of people they've been dealing with, the type of situations, the type of experiences, and realizing like, wow, am I in line with what I say I want? We see the Four of Wands. That Four of Wands represents the energy of abundance. It represents the energy of growth. It represents, we've seen also the Ace of Pentacles next to it, which is telling us this person wants a committed connection. They want a committed relationship. But it's now like they're looking and thinking, have I been doing what it takes to get here? Again, going back to that Jamaican proverb, the finger never say to look here, the finger say to look yonder, meaning that they have now having to look at themselves at deeper look. You see that energy coming back again, and we said earlier there's a strong energy of reflection. Okay, a strong energy in reflection. When we as part of the intro, we said earlier, as there's a strong energy of reflective energy as we approach a new year. Okay, we come into the end of this year and approach a new year. There's a strong energy of reflection. Someone is looking at themselves, looking into themselves deeply, looking at, it feels like this person is having a very self-critique on their surroundings, what they prioritize, what interests them, what moves them, what grooves them. Because now it's like looking at, wow, was I parring? Was I being around people, styling myself around people that did not serve me? When Jane, we're going to call you Jane, when Jane was talking to me, I heard Jane, but did I listen to Jane? This is the energy that's really coming through right now. Take the messages where it resonates and leave the rest. I currently see 22 and 25, and the energy that's coming through is say pay attention to the 5, because number 5 represents the energy of conflict, and it feels very much like this person wants, and what they, again, going back to words and action, they say they wanted this connection, they say they want a deep, loving, committed connection. However, their movements was not aligned with that. However, someone has now got the foresight to see and want better. We see this with the 7 of Pentacles, hoping that there could be another round of things growing. But again, you've got to trust your intuition, trust your intentions, trust your intent. Go back, rewind. Trust your intuition and trust your discernment. But there could be something about trusting your, what the intention, where do you want this to go? And it's I guess it's like an energy of being determined, not settling for something that doesn't serve you. That could be why that, trust your intentions, okay? Trust your intentions and don't stray away from your intentions. I think it was meant to come out. So now we're going to look deeper into these feelings, these exact thoughts and feelings before we come to a close. So you know what time it is, baby. It's time for that, sip, baby. We're gonna sip, hydrate, and let these intuitive gems flow. We are connecting with the water energy to hydrate. Okay, we like to use the elements fire, water, air, okay, and earth. So let's connect with some water right now. Okay, I've got my raspberry tea. Let us know what you are sipping on. Gonna have a little sip, baby. Sip, baby. Please put sip, baby in the comments. Juicy. Right. So now we are going to look into the messages that they want to reveal right now. So reveal the messages the collective need to see right now for pile 1. I wish things could be different. What are they trying to convey? What are they trying to show? What are they trying to tell? Who could this be? Blunt AF, their exact thoughts, and we're getting a message. There's a message trying to come through from the cards. We have the world. The world represents the energy of a cycle. They want a new cycle with you. The question is, do you want a new cycle with them? But they want a new cycle. Perhaps Christmas, perhaps, you know, if the festive months could be important. Perhaps there could be some memories attached to it. Okay? Reveal the messages the collective need to see. Okay? Reveal the messages the collective need to see. If we feel drawn, intuitively drawn to sing, we will sing and allow those messages to just flow. Okay. Ooh, they're flowing. Blunt AF. Okay, I've got a song for Blunt AF. Let's sing it. It's Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Okay, let's see if we can get it. And you can sing it with me. Okay, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh, yes, it's that thoughts and feeling. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh, we got some cards flowing. Come on, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Woo! Come on, come on, come on. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel? We'll stop when I feel intuitively drawn to stop. Blunt AF. Ooh, yeah. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Come on, come on. Hey, come on. Hey, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Ooh. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Quite a few messages. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh, still got more. Not feeling drawn yet. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Woo! Come on, come on. Hey, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Yes. Okay, it's the message saying, okay, we can come to that last shuffle now. Last shuffle, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Thank you. Ooh-wee. Someone has a lot to say. Again, who could this be? Who could this be? I'm going to have a quick check to see if none went over. No. Brilliant. So, who could this be? Again, we saw the Judgment card. Okay? We saw the World card, someone representing this energy of wanting a cycle. The Judgment also represents the Scorpio energy. Again, it could be any sign, but we have seen so far strong energy of earth. Earth, fire, as well as the air energy with the King of Swords. Someone having some deep insight thinking. Okay, so it could be any energy. It's just even the World representing that it could be any energy right now. But there's an energy of wanting new, wanting a new cycle, wanting to see how you feel about it. Again, trust your intuition and use your discernment. If it don't feel right, trust it. Trust your natural compass, which is your intuition. Okay? You can't stress that enough. The messages we have here, I want to take you out and make new memories. And again, we saw this energy about wanting to make new memories. New memories. I want to be more than a casual connection. Ooh la la. I need to confess something important to you. And it feels like what we see here is like this admission of like, there's an energy of wanting to apologize, wanting to look back and say what they've learned. Okay, energy of reflection. Again, we have a lot. Collective. I worry that my feelings aren't reciprocated. Bear in mind, who could this be? Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. I'm trying to overcome my fears of commitment. There are so many things I haven't said yet. Okay? I haven't said yet. We have the darkness wraps us in its intimate embrace. So someone could want to have some deep moments with you. We have evenings with you are magical. Evenings with you are magical. Endless nights with you. The night feels eternal and full of promise. We have, I want to wine and dine you. I want to wine and dine you and see where things go. My family and friends are making things difficult for us. Perhaps this could be why we see this energy of a third party. Okay, some kind of challenge. My finances. We did see the Five of Pentacles. This energy of someone feeling like they're left out in the cold. Have been a temporary barrier. I'm interested and I want to take you out. Take you out. I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed to tell you the truth. My feelings for you are intense and passionate. I feel a strong connection even if it's complicated. So there could be some, again, a lot of maybe barriers or some complications. Okay, maybe it could be overcoming the challenges. We have, so here's another clue. We have mutual friends / associates, and I have, in subtle ways, asked about you. Perhaps this is why we saw the Three of Pentacles as well. Someone is trying to see, but not give too much away. We have burning passion. My body aches with a fiery need for you. Ooh la la. We're going to keep it clean and classy. We're going to let you do the pondering and the wondering. What could be going on here? Okay. Emotional overload. Your presence overwhelms my senses. I'm afraid you'll reject me if I open up. So there's some energy of like abandonment, an energy of rejection that could have held this person back. Distance is hard, but my feelings for you are strong. I have secret feelings for you that I haven't confessed. Well, we're getting a bit of a confession here, isn't he? I ghosted you because I was fearful. That's the key word that we're getting here. There's an energy of fear here, an energy of being hurt, but they've hurt themselves. Again, we saw that the energy of that devil, that sabotage, not listening to themselves. Again, going back to what we said earlier, it wasn't by mistake, not trusting their own intentions. And I've hurt you myself in the process. I'm sorry. Soulful melodies. Your voice is a melody I can't forget. So it could be something about your voice. Maybe they've said something about how you got such a lovely voice, or they love to hear your voice. Okay, we've got vulnerable moments. You see through my defenses. I want to explore every part of you. Again, keeping it clean and classy. Hey, but ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. Hey, in the stillness, I look at the phone's popping off, and again the number 5. I can currently see 5 on the clock. The energy of 5 is very strong here. Wanting change. There's a conflict energy, and it could be that they're feeling very conflict. And what is causing that conflict is that desire to change, to come out of the way. Okay? You know, there's that saying of let go and let God. This is what it feels like to let go. Let go of the barriers. Let go of their doubts. Let go and trust. I deeply apologize for my actions and words. Again, that song that came through, whatever I did, whatever I said, I didn't mean it. I value our friendship deeply. So perhaps this person may have still tried to keep in your current energy as friends, but really what they want is something to get, something deeper, something more meaningful. Okay? I'm trying to gather the courage to talk to you. I have shown poor communication skills as well as poor resolution, which has impacted the connection. Again, who could it be? If you care to share, put it in the comments down below. I regret not giving us a real chance. So it feels like there could be more than one scenario here. It could be several exes. It could be someone in separation. It could be even like a love interest where it like there's been an on and off energy going on. It could be someone who may have there's an energy of immaturity in how it feels like, again, not trusting themselves, listening to others. Maybe the others that they listen to didn't always have their best intentions at heart. I regret the way things ended between us. Someone that also still feels for you, even if, let's say, both parties have moved on, it feels like it could also be someone who still sees it's like they're with somebody else, but it's you they want. Okay? I'm afraid to admit how much I care for you. I'm scared of committing, but I want to try with you. I have the hots for you and think about you late at night. They think about you. So it feels like this energy of if you've ever, you've just been trying to get to bed, get ready, and out of nowhere this person's name pops up. It's them thinking about you. Ooh la la. Keeping it clean and classy. I start to sweat when I see you. So this person physically starts to sweat. Starts to get a bit hot and bothered. A little flabbergasted. A little flighty in their moods, okay? Not intentional, but just almost feeling like there's an energy of like embarrassed or an energy of like going red. Okay, overthinking. It feels like there could be the energy of overthinking how they appear when they are in front of you. Okay, I miss you more than words can say. I love your mindset. You have taught me so many things. I wish I had been, look at this energy again, maturity. I wish I had been more mature in handling our connection. There could also be maybe an age thing here, because we did see some page of wands in the reverse. So there could be like there could be like an energy of like maybe whether you could be the same age, or this person may have acted younger or just not mature. Okay. So I crave you like a desert longs for rain. So again, we got that keep it clean and classy. I wish I could turn back time and fix my mistakes. I would love to cook for you. Perhaps this person is into food, enjoys cooking, would love to cook for you. In the silence, all I want is you. I want to reconcile, look at this, and make things right. That energy is coming through. That one energy is coming through in the reads of new beginnings, reconciliation, wanting to start things, new cycle. I can't stop fantasizing about you. Ooh la la. I'm scared that I'll hurt you again. And again, it feels like that energy of that rejection, that scared of being rejected, that they end up doing the rejection. My desire for you is overwhelming. Irresistible pull. I'm drawn to you with an unbreakable force. This person has a lot of sexual energy, okay, for you. Currently see 505 as well. So it's that strong energy of wanting you. That it's like a conflicted energy of regretting their movements, but then wanting you more because of how they dealt with the situation. So it feels like some of you may have been a runner chaser runner situation going on. I have looked at your social media to see if there are any signs that you are available, and to see if we share any hobbies or interests for conversation starters. So this person may be trying to look at ways of how they can restart, okay, initiate contact with you. It could be something completely random, but it's a way to try and allure your attention. I regret that we no longer talk. I wish I could pick up the phone and tell you how I feel. We're getting some blunt messages here. You always manage to delight and amaze me. Ooh la la. I'm confused about where we stand. Let's work on becoming better versions of ourselves. Racing pulse, my heart races at the thought of you. Ooh la la. I want to quit playing before I lose a good thing with you. I dream about what it would be like to be with you. Again, that strong late night thoughts. My feelings for you are deeper than I have shown. I want to work things out between us. I hope you will find it in your heart to forgive me. I want to hold and kiss you on your forehead for all eternity. I want to make up for lost time with you. Deep connections. Our souls are intertwined in ways words can't express. We've got this silent longing energy. In the quiet, my heart calls out to you. Uncontrolled passion, I lose myself in the heat of us. Ooh la la. We've got a lot of late night thoughts coming through. Being with you is pure bliss. And I've just realised something as well. There's been a bit of a mix up with the exact thoughts and feelings deck and their late night thoughts feelings deck. But you know, the combination is kind of really giving us a clue, like a really deep insight into how they think and how they feel with the subconscious. Their stars bear witness to our love story. Under the moonlight, I promise myself to you. Okay, I just heard a motorcycle as well, and it feels like there's very much that energy of wanting to come towards you. I wish I had look at this again. Look at this collective. It's come through. I wish I had prioritized our connection more. I'm sorry for the confusion and mixed signals. Again, pay attention to any like repeating numbers. If a thought or of them comes to mind, or anything that you just notice, just to log it. Because it feels like this could be the way of how maybe this person is trying to send you messages. It could be again telepathically. Again, it could be because they're like really thinking about you heavily, that you are sensing their energy. I feel like we could have something amazing together. Sunset dreams. As the sun sets, my dreams come alive with the thoughts of you. So the sun energy is kind of representing that inner child as well, wanting to, it feels very much like what they wish and what they truly desire is that you both could have this energy of, like, if there was no barriers, there was no challenges, that you could just be holding hands and running up the hills, rolling down the hill, okay, and destroying life with, you know, no kind of like challenges or anything, like just pure excitement, love, Okay, it feels very much like that. That's what they truly hope and desire. So we're going to just leave you a message here from Who Is It deck, and just see if anything wants to come through in regards to things that they like about you or anything significant about them. Let's have a look and see what wants to come through for pile 1. Blunt AF. The exact thoughts and feelings. How do they feel? Blunt AF. The exact thoughts and feelings. Blunt AF. The exact thoughts and feelings. Okay. Gonna sing a bit. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel, Blunt AF? Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Ooh, last shuffle. Thank you. So we've got quite a few messages today. Again, just take what resonates and leave the rest, baby. Leave the rest. Intuitive tea sippers. We have boards, and perhaps they could be boards or hair cut low. We have black hair. We do have, like, you know, maybe it could be like multi-ethnic, could be like come from different cultural backgrounds, okay, etc. We have lighter skinned, okay, blonde. So there could be like something significant to do with hair color. Square face. We've got tooth gap. We have a scar. Again, it could be different skin complexions here. We have Hispanic or Latino, or okay, maybe they could be a Mediterranean. Okay, Mediterranean. We have younger than you, so someone could be younger. It could be vice versa. Okay. Beard. Long hair. Glasses. Okay, so we have an energy. Maybe someone could be, I would say take this as well as also maybe intuitive. Okay. Practitioner. Again, maybe it could be someone is a does something in their, let's say, like they might do something where they are like a specialist of some sort. Okay. We have, look at this, Australian. We have black or African American. So again, it could be something to do with culture. I don't like to use the word race, but it could be like, you know, we're the human race around here. That's what that attitude. But it could be something to do with maybe coming from a different part of the world. Okay, brunette. Okay. White or grey hair. Baby face. So it could be anyone. Average build. And we have the albino, and we have Asian. So it could be, we're seeing like different types of like features. Okay, so it could be anything here that's significant. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, but we're going to leave it here for this blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings. Okay, so take the messages that resonate and leave. You have to say it with power. Leave the rest. Asait go is Jamaican patois, and it simply means this is how it goes, and this is how it goes around here. We're going to just take what resonates and leave the rest. But who could this be? Okay, if your intuition is like ding 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 ding, okay, then there's your answer. So we're going to leave it here, but big up yourself and do have a look at all of the intuitive readings, okay, to explore at Wagwan Tarot. So much love and respect. Big up yourselves every time, and we'll see you on the next one. And if you feel drawn to have a look at pile 2 and pile 3, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Feel free to do so. See you on the next one, and Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. So we are on pile 2 and we're exploring Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. So if you are new here, big up, big up, big up every time. And to our subscribers, our intuitive tea sipper family, big up, eh? Big up, eh? Big up every time. Much love and blessings from your favorite Jamaican auntie, Auntie T. Big up. Yes, darling. Yes, honey. In today's read, we have some jam-packed, ooh-wee, juicy, intuitive gems coming through. I can feel it. Okay, perhaps this is why it's been taking so long to upload this read. Hey, well, we got some juicy, intuitive gems in store for you. So, we're going to get straight into messages and see what channeled messages want to come through in today's read. So if you haven't done so, please give us a smash that like button, share, subscribe, comment down below, let us know what you are sipping on, where you're watching. Okay, big up yourselves every time. Okay, to the empresses and to the emperors, big up. Right, let's get into it. And if you hear from time to time, it's just a way of how I connect with those downloads. Okay, woyoy is kind of very much like the Jamaican equivalent to oh my gosh. Okay, and how oh my gosh can be used in different contexts. I like to use it in this way. When the intuitive downloads are coming in, I like to do it in a singy way. Okay, so from time to time you may hear that. Okay. Hey, and if you are wondering what does Wagwan mean, Wagwan is Jamaican patois for what is going on, what is happening. Although we say wapen for what's happening. Okay, wapen, or okay, it's just another way of saying what's happening, but it's essentially like what's up. Okay, what's going on? That's what we're doing today. So let's get our thinking hats, let's get our chakras in sync, because we have a lot of energy that wants to come through. There is this energy of this person wanting you to guess who they could be, that is trying to connect with you right now. Okay, so I hope you've got something nice to sip on. I'm sipping on some cold raspberry tea today. So let us know what you are sipping on. Put it in the comments down below. And if you want to put intuitive tea sippers in the building or pile 2, feel free to do so. Okay, so big up every time. Now let's get straight into these messages for pile 2. Now we may have the energy come through for pile 2. Okay, that was quite a big intro, but it, the energy was feeling like, yeah, we gotta get you nice and warmed up. Okay. Keep it clean and classy, but there's an energy of like someone is feeling very hot and bothered, and we're gonna see why. Who could it be? There's this energy of who could it be? We are currently in the energy of the Mercury retrograde, and that could be also why there's been a lot of like an energy of reflection, as we're also coming to the end of 2024. Now, if you are not watching this at a later time, the read is timeless, but we are moving into a new year, and this could also bring this energy of looking back, reflecting. Currently, I can hear a motorcycle. We did have that as well in pile 1. Now this feels like it's also like this energy. Motorcycle is like an energy of travel. Either someone wants to travel towards you, someone wants to come towards you. Perhaps someone does have a motorcycle. Okay, and quite a loud one that you can hear it before they come close to you. Okay, so we're gonna sing our song. because I'm shuffling, but it's like there's what's coming through is sing our song. We sang it in pile 1 as well. Well, something's trying to come through. Let's have a look. You are the one that got away. You are the one that got away. You are the one that got away. Let's have a quick look. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. And I listened to others. Bad advice. So I listened to bad advice from others who didn't have my back. And I didn't trust myself either. Now you are gone. So there's someone who has regrets for not trusting themselves. Now it has fallen on pile 2, and number 2 represents the energy of like your intuition, balance, okay, connection, union. So it does feel like someone is like reflecting, pondering on that thought of trusting themselves, being authentic with themselves and trusting their own opinion. It feels like this person recognizes that they may have followed or been a follower rather than trusting themselves. It's almost like they looked to others for assurance, to be reassured. However, it does feel like maybe who they tried to seek reassurance from did not genuinely have their best interests at heart. Perhaps for some of you, because we did have this energy as well come through in pile 1, so do have a look in pile 1. Perhaps this person has strong it does feel like they have strong regrets, but it feels like they now might see something that they didn't see before. Okay, because we have this energy of I want to be more than friends. I want to be more than friends. As we said earlier in the intro, there was several messages that came through from this deck for pile 2. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Now, this could also be kind of giving this energy of like this person's maybe wanting sympathy right now, or perhaps they want you to understand their reasoning. But it does feel like for some of you, they might have been somebody may have not been confident with making decisions. Perhaps there could have been an indecisive energy going on. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So again, this energy of maybe not taking accountability, now seeing the bigger picture, realizing that, wow, yeah, I could have done this better. Okay, so we're going to keep going and we're going to sing Blunt AF, Blunt, okay, Blunt AF, Blunt AF, how do they feel? Okay, so it goes a bit like this. Blunt AF, Blunt AF, how do you feel, Blunt AF? Okay, so you can sing it with me, okay? But before we do, we're going to take a hydration, intuitive hydration moment, okay? So let's get our tea, let's get our water, let's get our juice, okay? And let's sip. I've got my raspberry tea. Let us know what you are sipping on. Put it in the comments down below. Let Auntie T know what you're sipping on, baby. Hey, sip, sip, baby. Hey. I hope you're feeling nice and hydrated. Right, let's get on with the singing. Okay, we're going to shuffle, or we're going to just, just mix the cards a bit. Let's bring in that energy, channel that energy. Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings. What do you need to know right now? Reveal those messages. Let the intuitive tea sippers know right now what you want them to know. Okay? Blunt AF. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? We're using song, Words power. Ooh. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Come on, let's bring that energy. Ooh, we just had a chunk. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh wee. We're getting there. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do you feel, Blunt AF? Ooh. Last shuffle. We have quite a few. Last shuffle. Thank you. Right. It did feel like this one wanted to come out as well, so we'll take it. Thank you. So, we have quite a few messages. This is why I like to use song, especially when we're dealing with some deep feelings. Song, music, okay, is a great way to help bring out that energy, okay? Help bring that energy. Just like how you can use music to uplift you, it's the same way how we can use it in the reads, okay? So from time to time, when we're exploring these deep hidden feelings, yeah, we like to, you know, use a little bit of music to help bring out those feelings. Hey, all right. So we have, I want to wine and dine you and see where things go. This could be like giving us a bit of insight in their intentions, what they want. Perhaps it could be wanting to sit and reminisce with you. Again, trust your intuition and use your discernment. Perhaps this could be this person's way of trying to lure you back in, okay? There's this energy of perhaps where things have left off, they want more. They don't want it to just be friends. Perhaps they could also be maybe content for now with the friends situation, but want more, okay? I'm not surprised if you've placed me in the instant block and delete. So it feels like this person suspects or wonders if you have placed them in this kind of energy of like hit and miss, okay? And that's perhaps they could be trying to come out of that zone, where you are talking, okay? Again, trust your intuition and use your discernment, okay? Sometimes we are trying to remember if we said this earlier, but with the Mercury retrograde, we're currently in that energy. Sometimes it can bring the energy of reconciliation, but it can also bring like the energy of blast from the past, okay? Sometimes that past, you might just want to leave it behind, but you always trust your intuition and use your discernment. Let that guide you every time, okay? So, I miss you more than words can say. I have secret feelings for you that I haven't confessed. Ooh la la. I regret not giving us a real chance. Again, it could be due to listening to others, not trusting themselves. I talk about you to my friends all the time. And if we go back to the energy that we received, it very much was a lot of input, okay, maybe from others, but did those others have their best interests at heart? I'm sorry for keeping my options open and hurting you. I'm hoping you'll give me another chance. Do you see this energy coming back again? This energy of wanting another chance. Can we be more than friends? I have been on a celibate journey and self-love journey, working on myself so I'm ready and present for a committed relationship. Perhaps someone has taken some time to mature. They maybe had some age on them, meaning like, you know, they've gone through a bit of life experience, had some time to like learn. You know, sometimes some people are, they go like there's this energy of saying like they go straight into the fire, like instead of like learning from others and like then coming to their own conclusion, you know, like learning, let's say like, for example, like you may have um, I'm trying to put it in a way to make it, let's just say, like, you have one party that feels a different way. Let's say, okay, and then you have another party that feels the opposite way. Then you have another party that may see both sides, okay, but they've come to that conclusion where they can now take all the information and then come up with their own conclusion. Okay, this is where we're getting. I hope that's making sense. It feels like this person has now started to see. It feels like those cogs have started to kind of like, or maybe may have developed more, maybe through life experience. It has helped this person to grow. It's helped them to be more reflective. It's helped them to be more self-aware. Okay, perhaps they've relied very heavily before, almost like a codependent attitude towards their thinking and seeing things. Okay, perhaps that may have, if there's an energy of like a frustration, maybe that has frustrated you in the past, that this person may have not always, like, if you have tried to give, if you have tried to give them your point of view, it's almost like, even though you've given a point of view, don't know what this is coming through, take it where it resonates, but as if they couldn't see your point of view, but they could only see of those, like maybe their friends or their peers. And perhaps that was kind of like, there's an energy of like a frustration coming here. And again, that energy about, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay? I want to support you in everything you do. I'm scared of being vulnerable with you. Perhaps this could be this thing, because to be able to see different points, different sides, there's an energy of having to be vulnerable. There's an energy of having to look deep within. There's an energy of having to, recognize when you're wrong. The ability to come forward and say, I'm sorry. I've learned this about myself. I recognize this. I can, in reflection, I see this. In retrospect, I see this. I value this. This is what I need. This is what I want. Okay? I'm sorry for any pain I caused you. I want to surprise you with something special. It is time to set some roots. Will you join me? So there's an energy of wanting commitment now. Okay? Love languages are important to me. I hope they are important for you too. It helps me to express my love. I'm confused about where we stand. That's where they're hoping that you can take them out of that instant block and delete mode, okay? I want to work things out between us. What do you say? I'm going to call you Jane. Call this person John. What do you say, Jane? Will you give somebody like me, John, a chance? It feels like somebody says, even would you just consider, think about it, okay? Or even give even a timeline. Like, let's say, like, if you ain't met anybody in 2 years from now and we're still together, still like available, give me a call. Ooh la la. I'm afraid of taking the next step, but I want to try. I ghosted you because I was fearful of being hurt, and now I've hurt you and myself in the process. I'm sorry. Perhaps this could be something that they've learnt. Okay, again, this energy of blaming and now realizing they had to take accountability. I dream about what it would be like with you. So this person may fantasize a lot. My feelings for you are deeper than I've shown. We may have many differences, but I know a good thing when I see it. When I see it, I know a good thing. I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. I want to hold you and kiss you on your forehead for all eternity. I love that card. Every time I see it, it's like, you can just visualize that. I want to make up for lost time with you. I'm afraid of losing you for good. And this could be why, it's like this energy is resurfacing in your timeline, in your energy. It could be someone who's been trying to just think heavily about you. They could be trying to visualize, trying to manifest a text, a call, okay? Time has passed, but I still think about you from time to time. So it could be someone, it feels like this could be someone like years ago. It could be someone 3 months ago, okay? A year ago, 4 years, 10 years, 30 years, okay, 40 years, okay? It feel what's coming through is as well a school love, a past school love, a college love, okay? Even a kindergarten love. It could be anyone here that is still reminiscing. It could also be somebody in Power One. We had this energy of maybe the energy of like going different paths and maybe meeting somebody else, but your mind is still hoping and wishing that you could be with that first love. I'm trying to figure out my feelings for you. I'm accepting that I wasn't right for you and I wish you love. I feel a strong connection even if it is complicated. I wish I could tell you everything on my mind. I'm sorry for the confusion and mixed signals. I want to reconcile and make things right. Look at this energy coming through. This energy of reconcile is present. I'm trying to overcome my fears of commitment. I feel like we could have something amazing together. What do you say? What do you say, Jane? What do you think? I'm sorry for not prioritizing you when I should have. And this could also be prioritizing your thoughts, your wants, your needs. Okay? Like validating how you felt. How you feel. I want us to grow and evolve together. Now we're just getting phones popping off. Every time that happens, it's always a way of how I connect with those signs and synchronicities that there is this someone wants to make contact. Okay, someone does want to. I currently saw 10:26 on the clock. So if we add them together, 1, 2, that's 3, and 6, that's 9. Yes, yeah, 3 plus 6 equals 9. 9 represents the energy of being like in alignment. It represents the energy of like abundance. It represents the energy of like independence. It feels like it's somebody who's like one is coming into their own, realizing the importance of that maturity, realizing the importance of knowing what they want, so that when they come to not just what they want, but what they need. So when they come towards you, they mean business. Okay, we have to get back into the Auntie T's mother tongue. They mean business, darling. They mean business, real straight business, no joke. They're not playing no joke here. Okay, so what I simply say, what Auntie T is simply saying is they mean business, no joke, no games, no playing no silly games, not winning silly prizes. Their their intention is about being real, being straight, being honest with you, being transparent. And that also comes from a place of growth, comes from a place of them recognizing, look, I've got to step up. If I want to attract, if I want to draw someone like Jane in my alignment, in my energy, in my timeline, then I have to be this. I have to move like an emperor because I want to get an empress. So to get an empress, to attract an empress, I have to step. I have to step in the energy of an emperor, because that is the only way. Hey, my finances have been a temporary barrier. I'm interested and I want to take you out. I've just been embarrassed. to tell you the truth. So finances, okay, could have been an issue here. It could also be in terms of like what's coming through is like clothing, maybe wanting to impress and not wear the same things or take you out to the same place. It again, it could be others around them who may have felt this way or try to be that little, what we like to call in Jamaican culture, that ningy ningy, meaning like this kind of like annoying kind of like this kind of constant like negative energy just chatting and whining in your ear. Perhaps that has kind of like played on this person's confidence to come towards you, to be honest with you, to be straight with you. Okay, and this person's now realizing, no, 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 no. I have to be like this because then, at least if Jane says no, it doesn't want anything with me, at least I was real. At least I was being my authentic self. At least Jane could see this is where I am now, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be like in this position forever. This is where I may be currently. Okay, you see? All right. Wait. I want to put a ring on it. Hey. Okay. I'm scared that I'll hurt you again. I wish I had expressed my feelings more openly. I'm not sure how to express my feelings for you. I want to be the one you can rely on. You always manage to delight and amaze me. Now, what's coming through is like there might be something that you wear. Perhaps there could be like a floral pattern or dress, or there's something that they like about the way you style your hair. Perhaps some of you may style your hair where, or have this way of like placing your like hair to one side, and they find that very attractive. Okay, that's what's coming through. There's an energy of like someone like visualizing you by their side, and what it will feel like for you to just kind of like have you just by them side, or like you kind of holding their arm and as you like walk along. Okay, I look for you in things, objects, people, and places. Okay, perhaps this is why we're getting this strong energy of visualizing that this person might be a bit of a people watcher, not in a bad way or anything like that, but just maybe watch and visualize and go, oh, look at that couple. I wish that could be me and Jane right now. Look at that couple, like walking down like down the street, just holding hands. I wish that could be me and Jane right now. Your energy has triggered a shift in me to believe I deserve love. So perhaps this person may have come from limited beliefs. Again, there's an energy of like not doubting themselves. So perhaps they may have had that ningy ningy voice in their ear, making them self-doubt, making them question themselves until they've like, come into their own. Again, that energy of 9 coming through, of independence, stepping into their own, motivating themselves. Okay, to believe and know that they are worthy. Perhaps they could be listening to affirmations or motivational kind of like self-help content that really kind of uplifts their spirits as well. Okay, I'm afraid you'll reject me if I open up. I'm scared of committing, but I want to try with you. I'm ready to settle down with you. Ooh-wee. I want to slow dance with you under the stars for hours. So let's pull out a Jamaican proverb. Let's see what wants to come through, and then we're going to go to the tarot. Let's see what wants to come through for pile 2, Blunt AF. The exact thoughts and feelings. Thank you. We have Duppy know who fi frighten. Duppy know who fi frighten. This is all about the energy of a ghost knows who to frighten. A ghost knows who to scare. Okay, the duppy represents an entity in it. Okay, in Jamaican culture, duppy is kind of represents like an entity, a spiritual entity, a ghost, but it can also represent this energy of like intimidation. Now, what could be intimidating this person is the energy of commitment. It could be that this person may have a fear of like, do I have all the tools? Do I have all the skills? Um, do I have people around me that will support me, that will help me, that I can seek advice? Okay. Can I trust myself to be that person, the right person for you, Jane? Okay. And it feels like this is what could be making this person, okay, what I'm getting as well is like a scratching of the head as well. Like this person could be like trying to go through and look back, and maybe they may have not always had good experiences in their childhood, okay, or even just maybe from seeing uncles or aunts. And sometimes this makes this person question, like, it feels like this person almost like prays that they won't ever be like their family, okay, and has tried to and sought, seeked, okay, people around them that can show them a different way, okay? And it feels like your energy has helped them to see a different way. But it's also knowing that they've had to go on their own journey, their own path of learning and developing their voice, becoming more confident with their voice, becoming more certain, okay? And also, it feels very much as well about boundaries, respecting their boundaries, okay? And recognizing if they want to develop like a secure union, they've also got to protect that union, okay? And not allow the opening of any way of third parties, whether it is friends or um, any kind of third party that could then influence the connection in a bad way or in a negative light, but more but if anything, seek to have third parties that help to support. You know, there's an African proverb, okay, it takes a village to raise a child, and it's just the same way, like it takes a village to nurture a commitment, a marriage, a union. Ooh la la. So perhaps this is what this person is seeking. Perhaps this is what this person wants to share. Okay. Perhaps this could be something as well. For some of you, this person regrets that they didn't take that opportunity to do that with you again. Okay. This energy is that Duppy knows who to frighten. Okay. It's all about protecting yourself. And in terms of protecting yourself, it's about protecting the union. Okay, for some of us, for all of us, commitment may be quite a daunting experience, because it's like, wanting somebody and just saying, right, I'm gonna work on myself, and we come together as a union. So we work on ourselves, and we work together as a team, as a union. Okay. And unfortunately, you could say technology has been good as well as bad, but it's also created this energy that there's so many options. Okay, just like we have all these dating apps that just feels like, oh, it's just a quick swipe, swipe, swipe. It's almost like, just same way like our food. If we, here we have Deliveroo, but you have like DoorDash in the US, okay, and Just Eat and things like that. It's all this kind of energy of swiping, okay, and it creates this illusion that, there's always another option. There's always another option. There's always another option. But it feels like this person may have been caught up in that energy and then realizing, no, 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 no. I need to tune in, be clear with what I want, so that the universe can work with me. The universe can support me. It's Jane I want. So for me to attract somebody like Jane, I've got to be this. I've got to be that. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Me opening myself in such a way and continuing with this fear of commitment is not going to help me to get that. If anything, it's going to leave me in this energy of confusion. and the universe is not going to be able to help me because I'm stuck in this energy of confusion. So until I tap into that energy of 9, okay, because we saw that that energy came through on the clock, okay, which is that independence, trusting themselves, trusting their own authentic self. That's when now they can come towards you, offer you, okay, something serious, because now they are tapping into that energy of being, this is what I want and this is what I need. Taking accountability, not blaming others, but taking accountability. Ooh la la. So let's go into the tarot. Okay. Let's go into the tarot and let's see what wants to come through for pile 2. Pile 2. Messages for pile 2. Yes, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. They want to come out of this energy. This is representing the energy of having a heavy load on their mind. It's want to release. Perhaps this person may fantasize, visualize you late at night, okay? We do have this energy of the Two of Pentacles. So this Two of Pentacles is representing this energy that they know they need to make a change, okay? Again, we was having that energy that came out earlier about the left, the right, choosing, deciding, knowing what it is that they want, being clear with what it is that they want, and then coming to their own conclusion, not just listening to others, okay, or that little ningy voice in the air, but trusting themselves. You see that Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is representing that energy of that's the energy of lackluster, not doing what they needed to do, and this may have resulted to missed opportunities. It could also have resulted to a lot of sexual frustrated energy, okay, and realizing that they needed to maneuver differently, okay. We have it again with the Knight of Wands, and it feels very much like perhaps again this energy of option, okay, with the Knight of Wands in this reverse has made someone realize that there was, look at this with the Justice card here, that there's been an imbalance in their attitude. Now, for some of you, you may have been dealing with somebody who had this attitude, again with the option of being a player from the Himalayas. But maybe this person is now realizing, or what we in Jamaican culture we call a player from the Himalayas, a gallus, okay, a gallus, someone who likes to, you know, be a womanizer, okay, that kind of energy. Player, okay, a gallus. So we see the king, the King of Swords in the reverse, and we see the Two of Swords in the reverse. So this is kind of very much telling us with the King of Swords in the reverse that this person has lacked that foresight. The King of Swords was very strong as well in pile 1. So do you have a look in pile 1? But with the Two of Swords in this energy as well, is very much giving this energy that this person knows that they need to change. They know that they have to let go. If you see, we have 2 coming through very strongly in the root, in the root. Take it where it resonates, but there's an energy here with the Two of Swords in the reverse, Two of Pentacles, okay? Pentacles represents earthy energy, okay? Being grounded in your decision making. We have the Two of Swords as well in this energy of your thought process, okay? The need to be grounded in your thought process, because it's also impacted by your feelings. This is why we see so much water, because the water represents our emotions, okay? And this person has lacked this energy for a while, and they realize they have to come out of it. They have to come out of it. But what we see behind the King of Swords is very much telling us that there has been a third party involvement with the Five of Wands. Now, this energy has also been displayed in pile 1. So do have a look. There might be some messages coming through as well, but it does feel like it was somebody who now realized how it impacted their energy to give and receive love. Again, there was an energy of confusion, okay? They know that they needed to come out of it. If they want to get out of that way, get out of their way, because right now with the King of Swords, it's kind of saying they're they're currently in their way. There's a lack of self-awareness. There's maybe an attitude of arrogance. Perhaps they may have shown that before, and they realize that they need to come out, because look what it's showing. It's showing that it's been blocking their energy to give and receive love, their energy to open the heart chakra and let the heart chakra do its thing. This is a message for us all. A message for us all, okay, intuitive tea sippers. We can, we can, by accident, maybe not by intention, block our own heart chakra by the way we think and how we feel, and also what we say. So it's very mindful that we be careful what we say and how we act when it comes to giving and receiving love, okay? Tell yourself every day, I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of receiving unconditional love. I'm worthy of giving unconditional love. I'm worthy and open to receiving a beautiful love where I am validated, I'm valued, I'm supported, I'm cared for, I'm cherished. I'm worthy of all of these things. I manifest with ease. Tell yourself these messages. Okay, whether it's John who's watching right now, whether it's Jane who's watching right now, okay, we like to call you Jane or John. Take the messages that resonate, but also allow yourself, okay, to embrace this energy. Okay, now what's the Three of Cups is also kind of giving is the energy of like seeking knowledge. Maybe it could be even the tarot read that you or the the reading that you see today is giving you that insight. Perhaps some of you've been feeling like this for a while. Allow yourself to be open, okay, to be open, steady. It's like what we like to say here at Wagwan Tarot Tea. I am open, I am ready, and I am steady for love. I am open, I am ready, and I am steady for love. So think of it like, on a race, on your marks, get set, go. I'm ready. I'm open and I'm steady for love. I embraced high vibrational love. And it feels like this person recognized that they had to take that opportunity. Let's see what's here. Yes. I feel like you see that Wheel of Fortune, that Hierophant. Hierophant represents the energy, the institution. Okay, institutions. So think of the institution of marriage, okay, institution of religion, institution of education. This is what the Hierophant represents. But it coming up in this read is telling us this is the lesson. This is what needed. This is what this person knows that they needed to do. Take that time to become their true authentic self. Be comfortable with their true authentic self. Let go of their fears. Release their fears. Their fears have been holding them back for so long, and then placing them in this energy of thinking that, they've got time. They've got time on their hands to keep being in this option, playing field, seeing what the other person's saying, and it's this back and forth of, no, I'm seeing what you're saying, no, I'm saying, and nothing ever happens. Again, sometimes, we can get caught up in those apps, caught up in even just food apps, and we're so overwhelmed with what we see that we don't actually pick anything at all. And it feels very much like that could have also happened here, where this person has got into this energy of not taking any action. Okay, look at this with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that energy to go and initiate, and it's in the reverse position, which is very much telling us that this resulted to this energy of like, I don't know where to begin, I don't know where to start. Okay, is there anything that wants to come from the Christmas tarot deck? Right, so you can just see that here. Anything wants to come from the Christmas tarot deck? Blunt AF. We have, yes, look at this, Queen of Pentacles. So this is how they see you. We're dripping some intuitive gems today. We like to, incorporate tarot, the oracle cards, the Jamaican proverbs, you name it, divination tools and everything. But we like to, also put in that self-help, that motivational talk in the mix. Okay. We also see it as like tarot therapy, and self-love coaching, empowerment coaching, empowering you to trust your own intuition. And this is where it's like this, the Queen of Pentacles is saying, yeah, this is where they want to be. They want, they want to attract someone like that, attract someone like you. So they know that they've got to like be on their P's and Q's. They know they've got to step up into their own. Okay, there's an energy of like, Jane, I want to lead this. I want you to see that you can trust me to lead. Okay, that I will listen, that I will support, and we can work together as a team, and to trust me. Like, and we trust one another. You trust me, I trust you. Okay, anything else? Anything else? We have the King of Cups. So that King of Cups is really saying, perhaps, there could be a strong water and earth energy here. We have seen practically all the signs. Okay, so it could be any sign, but we've seen so far, this energy of like, babe, I've got this. This is what I really want. Perhaps for some of you, it might be somebody who comes from a different culture, a different background. From you, may have a different skin complexion. Okay, but there's a strong energy of this person, like the needing to be confident in their emotions, their feelings, and expressing themselves, and not feeling no way. The King of Cups is someone who develops that sense of maturity of not feeling no way about who they really are. Okay, and that Queen of Pentacles is somebody who, they got it going on. They got it going on, and it feels like they want to be a power couple, but a power couple of also for generations to come, where maybe you are like your own, offspring, or your own. They can then pass the lessons that they've learnt down to the next generation, remove those barriers, remove any blockages when it comes to the heart chakra, being open and to give and receive love from a high vibrational plane. Unfortunately, for some of us, we may have seen and received love from a low vibrational plane, and that may have then influenced and impacted on how we seek love from others. But here, there is an energy that someone wants to heal this. There's somebody who wants to let go of this. Now, again, always trust your intuition. Okay? Always trust your intuition. And this is like that Queen of Wands here is saying, yeah, you need to step into that. Trust yourself. Let that guide you. No matter how sweet, romantic that person may be, you've got to trust yourself. With that moon being here as well. All right? So, last but not least, we are going to leave you with some initials. There could be some initials that are significant about this person, about you, about a particular place, about a particular memory. Okay, so we're going to see what wants to come through. Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. How do they feel? Reveal the messages the collective need to see right now. Okay, Q. Ooh-wee. So we have quite a few H, N, J. Hope you can see that. Just going to make sure they're all flat so you can see all of those. Okay, so we have V, R, quite a few R's, H, quite a few H's, K's, S, E, J, S, M, N, lots of R's, P's, C. Hope you can see them all. Okay, just take the messages where they resonate. Again, it could be significant to regarding a name, a place, a memory, a thing, an object. Okay. So take the messages where it resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to leave it here. But if you feel drawn to have a look at pile 1 or pile 3, feel free to do so. And please, if you haven't done so as well, please like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. Big up, big up, big up yourselves every time. Okay. And take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I saw it go. I saw it go, darling. I saw it go. I saw it go is Jamaican patois, and it simply means this is how it goes around here. Okay, so be sure to big up yourselves, keep sipping, look good, feel good, and we'll see you on the next one. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. So we are on pile 3 and we're exploring Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. So if you are new here, big up, hey, big up. Big up yourselves. Big up yourselves every time. And to our intuitive tea sippers, our subscribers. Big up, hey, big up. Oh, big up, yeah, big up, big up, big up. Every time. Big up to the intuitive tea sippers in the building. Big up yourselves. Please like, share and subscribe. Come and join the intuitive tea sipper family. Hey, much love and blessings from your favorite Jamaican auntie. Okay, Auntie T, big up. We're going to do the bongo dance. Big up. Do you know dancing is a great way to release, tension and to unblock your chakras? So, we love to dance here. So, this is something I'm going to try. This is not something I'm going to try. This is something I'm manifesting for our intuitive tea sipper community, that we do some dancing in the future, okay, to unwind and let go of unblocking our chakras, so we tap into that feel good energy at Wagwan Tarenti. So big up yourselves. And if you are new here, big up, welcome to Wagwan Tarenti. Wagwan simply means in Jamaican patois, what is going on? And that's what we are doing today. We are exploring, okay, what is going on in their Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. So I hope you've got something nice to sip on. I'm sipping on some raspberry cold tea. Put it in the comments down below, which part of the world, you are, representing, or where you are watching, where you're watching currently, and what you're sipping on. So big up. Love to, engage with you all. So it's great to hear from you. Big up. Okay, so let's see Wagwan for pile 3. Now, we may have the energy of 3 in the read. Okay, from time to time it does show up. 3, and okay, the number 3 represents the energy of growth, expansion, developing, things being fertile. Okay, think of the energy of the Empress. The Empress represents that energy as well, of like growth, fertile, pregnancy. So we'll see if it wants to come through. Perhaps there's the need or the energy of wanting to say that there could be this energy of wanting these things. Okay, so we'll see. Wagwan. And if you hear from time to time, it's just a way of how I connect through song, okay, with those intuitive downloads. Okay, so essentially woyoi is like the Jamaican equivalent to oh my gosh. Okay, it can be said in different ways, like whoa, woyoi. Okay, so it's essentially like oh my gosh, but I like to do it in a singy way from time to time. Okay, so my life is not as together as it seems. Not as together as it seems. Now, what I'm getting here is to pay attention to these rows. Okay, if you look at some of the roses look beautiful and they're like opening up. Okay, and then you have this one that is like hanging there, trying to catch up. Okay, and it feels like it's someone. It could be someone who wants to impress you, or has tried to impress you, but know that they're still a work in progress. They they know that they still have got some catching up to do. Okay. Perhaps they are currently in that energy of working on what's coming through is like working on their money, working on their aesthetic, their fitness, looking good, appearing good, feeling good, maybe also getting their mind right, their attitude, their motivation up. It feels like there's a lot of that going on. Okay. So we are gonna go straight into the tarot. Let's see what the tarot wants us to see right now. Okay, in regards to what's going on here, Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. What do the collective need to see right now? Okay, Blunt AF. Ooh, okay. We have the Five of Swords. And we have the Sun in the reverse. So we're going to read it anyhow, okay? We can read it reverse and we can read it upright. But we have the Sun, we have the Tower, and we have the Three of Wands. Now, it feels very much like what is going on here is this person may be going through a transition period. They may be going through, like maybe there has been some kind of like trials, some tribulations, some turbulent times for this person with the Five of Pentacles. We said Five of Pentacles, but we meant to say Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles represents the energy of like, it could be something to do with money. It could be something to do with the feeling of abandonment, feeling of rejection, okay, being left out in the cold. The Five of Swords represents an energy of conflict, backstabbing. Perhaps someone has gone through this because it's right next to the Sun and the Tower, which is almost feels like this is kind of giving us some insider info in regards to this person may have felt betrayed. It could be something to do with their upbringing, their past, perhaps what they were taught, and it feels like maybe this person is going through some working on their inner child to. It feels like this person is having to relearn everything that they were taught, perhaps what they were taught. And it feels like this energy did come through in Pile 1. This energy of don't do what I say. No, don't do what I do, but do what I say. And it feels like this person may have been trying to come to terms with it, work on it, realize how it's impacted their own ability to attract love. Or recognize what real love looks like. And it feels like with that Three of Wands being here, like this person is now on a journey of like discovery, on a journey of learning about themselves, a journey on working on themselves, a journey on wanting to be better. Do you see how the three has popped up in your read, collective? Three again, the three representing that need to want to develop, want to expand, want to learn, okay? And we see those three ones, okay? Just as we had this energy from the flower, okay? Looking like, you know, it's not as blossomed as the others. And we see these ones representing that fire energy, that energy to do, that energy to be is starting to blossom, okay? We have that strong red, and that red again representing that energy of that root chakra. Okay, could be again whatever they've learned, whatever they've been taught. It's like, right, I want to go and seek the world for myself now. I want to develop. I want to grow. I want to be more educated, or it feels like there's an energy of like, I don't want to just be a jack of all trades. I want to be a master. Okay. Is there anything else that wants to come through in our Christmas themed? Let's have a look in the Christmas themed. Anything from the Christmas theme? Blunt AF, Blunt AF. Their exact thoughts and feelings. How do they feel? Okay. Yes, we have Justice, and we have the Ace of Cups. The Justice card and the Ace of Cups. So this is telling us they're on a journey of making things right. They're on a journey of really kind of looking into themselves. We got water and we have air signs. Okay. So this person, maybe, and we have fire, we have water again with the tower, you know, and the sun, we have that fire energy, okay, and we have swords energy. So the only thing we haven't seen so far is earth energy, but it could still be any, okay, any sign. But it feels very much like this person is now on a journey of healing, a journey of working on that heart chakra. That energy came through again in pile 2 as well. It feels very much like this person is now re-educating, putting those scales right, because they want an overflowing of love. They want a love where they can reconnect to that inner child. And perhaps this person has been doing some inner child work to reconnect, heal, okay, perhaps what they viewed or what they've been exposed to. It feels very much like they might have been a manipulative energy, and perhaps this person may have been doing the work to not learn those behaviors, and it's all, again, it feels like a generational thing, to shut it down, to break it, okay. And it does feels like perhaps past experiences here have impacted this person and their connection with you, okay. And it feels very much like also with the Justice card here, it's like they're stepping into their own, you know, really set and working on making those scales right again, going back to what we were saying earlier about not just being a jack of trade, but being a master in how they give and how they receive love, exploring the two sides. You see how we have the light, the white cat, the black cat, that energy again of the light and the dark, being in sync with them both, recognizing themselves as being self-aware, understanding their needs and their true needs and their wants. And the more they are in sync with who they really are, the more they can connect with this overflowing energy of love. So we're going to get straight into some messages now and see who wants to come through for the collective. But before we do, we're going to pull out these kind of like intuitive imagery and see what wants to come through for the collective for pile 3. Okay, I'm going to just see what wants to come through for pile 3. I feel like drawn to have a quick look as well what was on the front of this tarot deck. And look what we have, the Ace of Cups. So they know that when it comes to love, their energy has not always been in sync. They know that their energy hasn't always been in balance. And it feels like this person does feel like they want to work on things, let go of things. Look at this, so they can become this true emperor. Okay? The Two of Swords, letting go of things. Maybe taking the Knight of Wands energy of like to push and tap into the energy of doing, okay, working towards healing and letting go. Okay, so let's have a look at the intuitive cards that want to come through. Blunt AF. Oh, we saw that card. I don't know if you saw it, collective. Please let me know if you saw it. Put it in the comments. But I saw this card and I still went to reshuffle, and it came through again. If you look here, look at that. Look at that heart. This person may have, again, we see that light, the dark. Just like we saw with the cats, the two cats here. This person is working their way on healing. This person is working on recognizing what it is they need, what is it they want in a relationship, in a connection, so that they can be, if coming towards you, it can be an energy of growth. It can be an energy of like, oh, it's not this again. It's, you know, it's growth. Okay, this person wants growth and they want to reconnect with their heart chakra. It does feel like this person has gone through a past, or perhaps you might be even privy to maybe their childhood, their upbringing, and they are working on healing it. They're working on letting go of things that haven't have helped them in the past, because we do have this energy of like a backstabbing energy. Perhaps this person may have felt like they were always overgiving, overdoing, and it feels very much like they know they have to let go of that energy, because it has held them in the past to attract like love, but also to believe that they can attract love. Okay, now this is where we're going to look in how their feelings with you, and their blunt AF feelings with you. Before we begin, we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb, and let's see what wants to come through. Let's see what wants to come through. Blunt AF, how do they feel? Their exact thoughts and feelings. Their exact thoughts and feelings. Feels like we have one trying to come through here. We have, this one came through for pile 1. Finger never say look here. The finger say look yonder. But if we look here, this is what's going on with the 3 of Wands. This person is recognizing not to just look here, but to look beyond, for the healing, for the growth, to ascend. Okay? So it's like a recognizing that they need to grow. They're on a journey of growing. They're on a journey of recognizing and becoming their true authentic self. So the Jamaican proverb, the finger never say if you look here. The finger say if you look yonder. Okay? Sometimes we have to put a little little vavavoom, you know, a little bit of, you know, assertiveness into when we talk, which always seems to come out when I talk in the mother tongue. Okay? The finger never say if you look here, darling. The finger say if you look yonder. So look beyond. You have to look beyond. You can't just look here. You can't just look here. You have to look beyond. Okay? Meaning you can't just look here. You have to look beyond to seek the deeper truth, to develop that deeper understanding. And this is what this person's doing. It feels like this person, it feels like they might have recognized that their life has had some ups and downs. They may have gone through some experiences, but it feels like they know it's part of their life purpose. Perhaps they could be even trying to seek work that fits around their life purpose, that fits around them staying true and authentic to themselves. And it feels like also they want their connection to be true and authentic to themselves. And it could be that they are seeking this with you. They're wanting to grow. It could be that maybe this person also wants to travel. Okay, maybe there could be an energy for some of you, a long distance, wanting to see how you feel about this long distance. If this is something that you are happy with in the meantime, while this person finds himself. Again, trust your intuition and use your discernment. Okay, but it does feel like this person is also trying to reconnect to that inner child, really getting back to finding out who they are, not just going by what others wanted them to be. Okay, because it does feel like there's a people-pleasing energy, and this person is now having to recognize and know what love is for them. What does love mean for them? Not just what others wanted for them, or others wanted from them, but what love looks like to them, finding that true love. I'm going to quickly pull out a card from the Shadow Healing. Okay, it's one of my favorite decks. Let's have a look and see what wants to come through. Okay, what message? Ooh, we got quite a couple of messages here, but we're going to just want one, please. One or two, please. Hey, it seems like it keeps saying, you know what? We're going to ask again. We're going to ask again. It seems like there's several messages, but it looks like what this could be telling us, that this person is on a journey of healing. Okay. So, blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. Can we have one message? One or two, please. One or two, please. Or just one. Thank you. We have obscurity. Often we overcomplicate situations when the best option is in plain sight. Again, look yonder. Okay, don't just look here, but look yonder. Okay, but overlooked in plain sight, but overlooked as being too easy. Sometimes, however, it's really as simple as that. Okay. Now I'm going to ask for one more. One more, since we had several trying to come through. Can we have one more, please? Okay. Wanted to give us, and we're going to, we just take them. It wants you to know more. So we have this energy of unhappiness. Okay. Searching for contentment is a well-traveled, again, look at this. Well-traveled, and a well-traveled path that can be elusive. The hunt for happiness, it might not conclude at the destination, but joy can be found during the journey itself. So it can be found during the journey itself, reconnecting with that, the inner child, knowing what you want. It could also be, the experience, the growth that comes from it. Okay. Now it's interesting that this has come through for pile 3, but it feels like very much like maybe you could be also going through a journey. Again, it could be an energy of reflecting, learning, looking back. But it feels very much like someone is in this journey of wanting to do better, learn, heal, grow. We have paralyzed. Not being able to move forward can overwhelm and create a sense of fear. But standing still can be just as frightening. At least moving forward can create change. And we have baffled. Sometimes a little confusion allows us the opportunity to explore different ways that we might not have previously considered. And we have torment. Plaguing your thoughts with self-doubt only exacerbates the problem further. First make peace with yourself, and shortly thereafter you will regain confidence. So do you see, there's a lot of energy of growth that is present here. So what we're going to do is take some time to sip on some tea, some water, some juice, a beverage of your choice. Put it in the comments down below. Let us know what you are sipping on. I'm sipping on some cold raspberry tea. And we're going to take this time to just hydrate ourselves as we get into these juicy, juicy, intuitive gems. Okay, now there's a deck that is calling me right now. So we're going to have a quick look and see what wants to come through from the Naked Truth. Okay, the song that's also coming through is Mariel. Mariel, the R&B singer. I can hear your heart calling out for me. Okay, it's quite a high note. Okay, I can clear my throat. I can hear your heart crying out for, oh, sorry, not calling out, crying out for me. I can hear your heart, yeah, crying out for me. I can hear your heart crying out for me. Crying out for me. I can hear your heart crying out for me. Okay, any more? Any more? I ghosted you because it was getting too intense, and I don't let people in my life easily because I have trust issues. Perhaps this could be what, the Five of Swords is alluding to, letting us know, that there has been some past hurt, and this person has been almost using that as a way to protect themselves. But again, if it's been now like a mechanism to protect, it's also not allowing anything good in either. I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic, and I'm seeing all the signs. So this person might be seeing signs and synchronicities, whether it's angel numbers, where it could be messages, or perhaps they could be even watching readings themselves, okay, to try and understand the connection that they have with you. But it does feel like the connection that you're both on, it's like an energy of growth, okay? I'm starting to panic. It's been so long since I've seen you or heard your voice. So it could be as well somebody from your recent past, okay? Or someone way back. I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. So it could, again, there could be somebody here. Maybe that's why we do see that inner child energy with the sun. That someone There could be someone here from who's in your energy, or someone that has been in your energy that wants you, but they could be with somebody else. Okay, take it where it resonates. Anything else that wants to come through? Blunt AF, their exact thoughts and feelings for you. Okay, this read always makes, it's always like you get some real blunt messages come through. I look at my phone every day hoping that I would see a message from you. Perhaps that's what the Three of Wands could also be giving us a clue to, that they're hoping, you know, perhaps this person wants to move towards you, travel towards you. They're just waiting for that sign. Again, trust your intuition and use your discernment. I love your swag. You are the whole package. Ooh la la. This person definitely has the hots for you. You have to keep it clean and classy. Okay. I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice and I'm listening to my intuition. Do you see what we were saying earlier about trusting themselves? I know you are the one. I know you are the one. So they may have had some doubts or self-doubt, self-sabotage. It could also be people around them, okay, may have tried to heighten or influence that self-sabotage. The truth is, I'm in love with you. Anything else? We have addictions have clouded my vision, and I'm trying to get my life together. And it goes back to that card that we saw before, that, you know, my life doesn't appear as it seems. Okay, anything? Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Yeah, we'll take that one too. Thank you. We have, I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. So perhaps this person, again, may have had some energy that, you know, it could be maybe some behaviors, or they're realizing, wow, I need to check myself. I need to check myself, because I thought I knew it all, or I thought I had it right, and that I really needed to take that time and learn. Okay, maybe they got that wake-up call, that retrospect, that reflect, that ability to now look back and reflect. I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. I can't lose you again. So, let's now go into some feelings for you. But we're going to, you know, we're going to use this deck today and see what wants to come through. Let's see what wants to come through in this deck. And we're going to sing Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? I'm going to take a quick hydration moment. Okay, so let's just sip, sip, baby. Sip, sip on some intuitive, you know, let's gather that intuitive energy to let it flow, and for those intuitive gems to flow. All right. So we're going to sing Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Okay. You can come and sing with me. And it goes something like this. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. And we allow that energy to just flow. Ooh. Hey, ready? All right. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. Okay, again. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How they feel? Blunt AF. Ooh, look at this. Do you see that? Ooh, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. We're just getting those blunt messages. The exact feelings for you. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. Ooh, come on. Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. Ooh, Blunt AF, Blunt AF. How do they feel? Blunt AF. I'm not getting the energy or to say stop, but you know, we're going to keep Going blunt AF, blunt AF. How did it feel, blunt AF? Okay. Blunt AF, blunt AF. Last shuffle, last shuffle. Thank you. Wow, so we had quite a lot of messages. I was like, we're waiting for that energy to stop. It was like, no, no, no. I want to talk. I want to talk to you, Jane. I want you to. It feels like what's coming through is like, Jane, there's a channel message. Jane, we'll call you Jane. I'll call this person John. Jane, in order for me to make you understand where I'm coming from, I need you to hear me out. There's going to be lots of different scenarios here. So take what resonates, but it's going to help you to understand me on a deeper level. If you've had your own confirmation or any inkling about what was going on with me, then it's going to confirm that. It's going to confirm that, and you're going to understand me on a deeper level. Okay? All right. Your love is the only thing I crave. I wish we could go back to how things used to be. I wish I had been better to you. I still hold on to the letters and messages you wrote me. You are always in my thoughts. Every time I close my eyes, all I see is you. I'm ready to fight for us. You are the only one who could ever make me feel complete. Now, we always say about this energy, you know, they have to make themselves complete, okay? I dream about you every night. You're the person, you are the person I compare everyone else to. So it feels like this person still has a lot, you know, still has a lot to work on. There's this energy of still wanting to see you in everything, in places and things, okay? Currently see 11:31 on the clock. So if we add those together, 2, 3, 5, 6. So 6 represents the energy of wanting harmony. They want harmony with you. They want harmony with you. Could be that they want to make amends. Could be that they want reconciliation energy. We are currently, this is timeless read, but we are currently in the energy of Mercury retrograde, and that does bring in that energy of wanting to communicate, a blast from the past, maybe someone reminiscing, looking back, wishing, having regrets. Always trust your intuition, okay? Because again, sometimes it can bring blasts of the past who are just there for the moment. They're just there for the time, okay? I can't stop thinking about you. I'm scared of my feelings for you. I feel lost without you. I wish things were different between us. It's hard for me to imagine a life without you in it. I miss your voice, whispering sweet nothings in my ear. Your happiness is my happiness. If given a chance, I would choose you over and over again. My feelings for you are still as strong as ever. I'm working on myself for us. I can't help but regret my actions. I'm just not ready to commit yet. I'm sorry for not realizing your worth sooner. Seeing you makes me happy, even if it's not with me. Perhaps this person could be seeing you doing different things, living your life. Maybe they're still connected to your social media or some kind of mutual friend. Your love was the best thing that happened to me. I find it hard to let go of you. I'm sorry for hurting you. I've been trying to move on, but it's not working. I'm scared of what the future holds for us. You mean more to me than you'll ever know. Your absence is a constant reminder of what I lost. You are the one thing I can't seem to let go of. I still remember the taste of your lips. Can we try? Can we try again? I am afraid to lose you. I'm afraid to lose you. I'm working on becoming a better person for you. I'm sorry if I pushed you away. You're my unfinished love story. I still hope we can be better. We can be together. So this person is hoping that you can still be together one day. They may fantasize about it quite often. I cherish every moment we had together. And you're my safe place. Do you ever think about us? So they do wonder from time to time if you ever think about us. Your love changed me for the better. My heart aches for you. This could be why we're seeing so many. Look what's behind this deck. I was just about, as soon as I pulled it, look what's behind it. The lovers. The lovers. So it feels very much like there has been this strong energy of this connection of love. But again, there's a need to, they need to go and do the work to get themselves to a place. Okay, it feels like it could be someone who misses you. Someone who reminisces on, if only I could have got myself together. If only if I could have, look, with the devil here, it feels like there's been an energy of self-sabotage. There could be some energy of addictions. It could be an energy of maybe getting themselves in trouble. Okay. And it feels like these situations, or even like we did have this energy of the family as well. Look at this with the Nine of Cups in reverse, representing the energy of like lack of like self-love. Okay. Not having that sense of like believing in themselves. This could have resulted to a self-sabotaging energy. Seeing that there could be this potential with you, but then not having maybe the skills, not having the tools and ready or at that particular time to be able to handle and manage the connection with you. And so it then resulted to overcompensating, okay, with this devil energy, the self-sabotaging energy come back again. And it feels like this person has this energy of insight. They want to change, wanting to step together. Perhaps they have also realized that they haven't utilized like the resources around them with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and maybe now realizing that they need to stand up and seek that support, learn from others. It's just like for all of us, we all need to take on this energy. Like if we are not knowledgeable in a particular area, let's say we want to work on our finances, for example, then it's about taking those steps to then say, right, finances could be something that I want to work on. So I'm going to listen to some money affirmations. I'm going to listen to some money subliminals. I'm going to go and listen to self-help coaches or finance coaches. I might also listen to a tarot reading in that particular area to help me, just to give me some insight or for me to trust my intuition in certain areas. I'm going to maybe seek a finance specialist, a finance advisor to help examine, looking at my finances and where I can save. I might also contact my my bank manager and see how I can then find any savvy ways to improve my finances, look for the best deals when it comes to my bank accounts, etc., etc. I may seek a money investing or saving group where we learn different tips, different tools, as well as come together as a community to learn, to improve, and support one another on our journey on improving our finances, and as well as improving our ability to attract new ways of generating money. Okay, I hope that's making sense. And it feels like this person is realizing that when it came to love, when it comes to connection, when it comes to developing that skill set, this person knows that they've been on a journey, and they are still on a journey of learning that skill set to express themselves, to be open, to be ready, to be steady, to receive and give love. But they see that it feels like they know in their hearts of hearts, they know there's an energy, a compelling energy, that they were drawn to you, attracted to you, but they know what was letting them down was their own self-sabotaging energy. Okay, it could be addictions, it could be, this person may have had, some, again, we saw the inner child energy. There could be it rooted in maybe some past, maybe trauma that has impacted on how they give and receive love. It feels very much like there's an energy of like the need, or the need to feel, to be, to guard themselves. But then that guard, okay, may be a protective measure for that time, but that then results to guarding everything, so not allowing any good to come in. Okay, and this has resulted to missed opportunities with the Seven of Pentacles, looking and thinking, you know what, I had a great thing with Jane, and I need to work on myself. I need to step into that energy of the Emperor and trust myself. Look at that, what we could have given one another. We could have had a relationship where we both are inputting, sharing, and I regret that. And I look back now, and you see this, I need to come out of this energy of that Four of Cups. Okay, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this person. I want to be the person that takes opportunities. Okay, not letting go. I want to be that person. Look at that. I want to attract that family life. I want to have that with you. But I know I've got to do that work. I've got to look beyond. I've got to look beyond and seek that skill set, learn. I've got to go on that journey of healing. I've got to go on that journey of growth. Again, that energy of free really coming into the read, so I can attract that Ten of Pentacles life. I want this with you. And this is what's currently creating this energy of judgment, because I know I have to do it. But I want this with you, Jane. Now, I know, Jane, I can't ask you to wait for me, because it may take me a lifetime, but just know I am on this journey to work on myself, to heal myself. And I hope, even if it's not with me, this is a channel of what's coming through, even if it's not with me, I wish you happiness. I wish you joy. And thank you for just knowing you, because you've helped me to grow. You've helped me to see better. I've come from an experience where love was guarded, but through you I got to see that love doesn't have to be guarded. Love is a beautiful thing, and I should be open. I should cherish it, and I welcome it. But I know I have to be on this journey of healing and growth. I know I'm worthy of this love, and thank you for letting me see that I'm worthy of this love. This is what's coming through. I need more time to figure things out. Anything else that wants to come through for the collective? Blunt AF? Yes, we have the Five of Cups. That just... One moment, collective. Intuitive tea sippers. We have the Five of Cups. So this person knows. They know. They do see you as a soulmate, though. With the Two of Cups here, they do see you as a soulmate. But they know that they've got to make that journey. They know, and it feels like, again, they know that they have let missed opportunities pass them by. And they are on this journey of wanting to work on themselves, letting go of that cape, to come out of this grieving this kind of like forever grieving these missed opportunities, forever grieving the self-sabotage, forever grieving not saying what they really want to say to you, not opening up, even maybe you sensing that they had more to say, and it feels like very much like, you know what, I need to stop this, I need to move on, I need to let go of all the past that have, and I can currently see 44 and at 4 giving that energy of the emperor, stepping into that emperor, stepping into that energy of like being true, authentic, connecting with my divine masculine energy as well as my divine feminine energy, and healing myself so that I can be ready, open and steady for love. Is there any more messages that want to come through for the collective? Let's have a look. Anything else from these feelings for you? We have, I listened to bad advice from others who didn't have my back. Who didn't have my back. We saw this with the 5 of Swords. And I didn't trust myself either. And now you are gone. Now you are gone. Let's see if there's anything that they want to leave you with in regards to... We've got these intuitive traveling images. Let's see what wants to come through for the collective. What wants to come through? Blunt AF. The exact thoughts and feelings. How do they feel? Thank you. We have by a local newspaper. Now, it feels like the newspaper could be the memories. It could be representing memories. Perhaps there could be something that they hold on to. Maybe you might have been featured in a newspaper or featured in something. Perhaps it could be that a past memory, an image or a picture. Okay, they could look back from time to time. Perhaps they might be even seeing you on social media or anything like that. Perhaps they could also be wishing you, like looking back and wishing that you are happy. Okay, they could be looking at a memory thinking, oh, if only I could have got myself together at that time. Okay, it does feel very much like they hope things could work itself out between you two, but again, trust your intuition and use your discernment. Now, just to aid, I do feel drawn to pull on this for you as well. So, Blunt AF, the exact thoughts and feelings. Can we have some initials for pile 3? Could be relate to a name, a place, a thing, an object, a memory. Okay. Okay, thank you for pile 3. Let's have a look and see what has come through before we close this read. Okay. So we have a lot of K's. Again, it could be a place, a thing, an object, a name. Take it where it resonates and leave the rest. Okay. And we're very flexible here. So do have a look at pile 1 and pile 2, if anything. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we have lots of S, N, K's, T's, X, B, H, P. Hope you can see that. M, Y. Can I see any N's? Yes, you can see it. N, R, A. So just take what resonates. Okay. Hope you can see it. L. Okay. It's almost like I thought I was almost saw sun there, but just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It feels very much like this reading has been taking us on a path of like healing journey, someone's insight of wanting better for themselves and knowing that they have to let go of the past, let go of those guarded energy, so to allow love to flow. And it Again, this is a timeless read, but it could also be, as we are approaching the end of 2024 and we are moving into 2025. Again, whenever you're watching this, it is a timeless read, but the energy of reflection, looking back at the past or looking back at where they are currently are, and then wanting better for the future, could also be bringing up all of this energy, and this person's looking from this wavelength and wanting more, wanting to let go, wanting to come out of this pattern that they've been in for such a long time. And it could be also, trying to manifest you in, or wanting, or the desiring for you to be manifested into their life. But again, trust your intuition and use your discernment every time. So big up, big up, big up to yourselves. And if you feel drawn to have a look at pile 1 or pile 2, feel free to do so. Just take what resonates and leave. You have to say it with power. Leave it. Leave it. Hear what Auntie T's tell you, darling, only you have to leave it. Just take what resonates, hear that? Take what resonates and leave the rest. I saw it go. I saw it go. It simply means, in Jamaican patois, this is how it goes. And this is how it goes around here. We just take what resonates and leave the rest. But be sure to keep sipping, baby. Keep sipping, keep singing, feel good, look good. Stay blessed, and if you haven't done so already, come and join our intuitive Tea Sipper family. We've had a lot of issues with uploading and child, but we are here. We are finally here. So big up, big up, big up, big up yourselves. One love to you all. See you on the next one. Wagwan.